Greetings and welcome to the first of probably two videos for the Christmas 2018 event. Now this video is about what to do until the best node for farming the stockings for the lottery is made available. Now, when it comes to this event, we have a bit of a problem here because in order to get most of the craft instances from the store, as you can see here, we need, enough of that, as you can see, a lot of cake. Now, I've already gone and bought the one for strawberry shortcake, which is the second tier of item. But as you can see, I still have two more to go. Now, this one right there that I just highlighted is the one you need to buy two of, and that is the fruit cake. Now, here's a little image that I managed to get online of the best things to do to basically farm this. Now, as you can see, in order to get the most fruit cake, you're going to have to use the Santa lady that we get after completing the first story mission. Even if it is limited, she still gives the bonus. And unfortunately, from that point, you rely on 5-star servants, which kinda sucks. Now, the other bad part is that in order to get maximum stocking drops, we need to wait until at least 2 or 3 days before the event ends to get maximum drop. So what are we going to do during these days? Well, what we are going to do is we are going to farm cake. So what am I doing for this? Well, let's go into here. Now, as of right now, the day that the event started, this one, the 40 AP Expert Christmas Strategy, is the one that we can farm the most. It's got a pretty good drop rate for everything, but they don't drop in droves as we would want. And so here comes the thing that you need to plan accordingly. What cake do you need? Now, obviously, you want to maximize fruit cake drops, so that means you need either Amakusa Shiro, Ishtar, and Lilia on your team, if possible. So let's see if we can find one. None there. Any Ishtars there? Yes, an Ishtar. Excellent. Actually, hold on, go back. I saw a better one. Yes, here we go. This is exactly what you are looking for. Ishtar, that gives fruitcake drops. She's got the 5-star craft 10s that also increases fruitcake drops. It's this one right here. As you can see, fruitcake drop amount. And that means with this team, I now have plus 3, plus 4, plus 5 fruitcake drops during this fight at least. And that's excellent. Now, the other thing I need is the third cake drops. What's it called? Pudding? Not really sure what it's about, but anyway. Now, this essence right here, this is the one you can get from the event gacha, which kind of sucks. But it's not too bad. Increase MP gain by 15, MP strength by 15, and increases the shortcake amount. Now, I don't really need to use this one now because I'm pretty much done with farming shortcake. But after you buy the essence, you can buy all the other useful stuff from the store, like ascension materials, experience cards, all that other interesting stuff. Now, the one we actually need is, the one I should actually equip right now is a 3-star craft essence. Where are you? Aha, this one. The one with Mr. Giorgio's there. Increases cheese drop. Defense by 3% and reduces damage taken by 100. It's not that good, actually, really not that good. But we are trying to maximize cake drops here. Mr. Giorgio's, there you are. Now, this is a team that is very similar to the one I used for farming Daily Quest. Now, as you can see, we have Mr. Arash there at maximum level with a limit broken 4-star. Which one is it? Imaginary? The imaginary element that starts him at 75% MP charge. That means with his own ability that I have maxed out that gives him 30, he can launch his MP on turn 1. And it'll completely eliminate the first wave, which is what we want because we want to farm as much as possible during these days for cake. Once he dies, Chloe is going to come in and she's got the sumo limit broken CE that starts her at 50% MP charge and gives her a bit of attack. And with her third skill that's also maxed out, she gets an extra 50 MP charge, meaning she can kill the Chimera in this map with her normal Phantasm alone. And we move on to the final stage, which is the hard one, where you are going up against two Zhugliangs, one with 100,000 and another with around 80. And they can be a little annoying. Now, because we are maximizing fruitcake drops, we aren't bringing along any riders. I mean, notable riders here that can also give you some type of cake drop are Ushiwaka Maru, she drops, and she's the only one. Obviously, the one you want to bring along for maximum damage is Santa Altar from last year, but we're not going to do that. We're going to rely on our two Lord or Ruler class servants to outlast the damage, hopefully, and go for maximum drops. So, here we go, and let's see how many cakes we can get with this team, shall we? Okay, battle 1, so as before. Now, one of the things I do with Shiro here is always use that first because that gives him, I think, 13 MP charge at the end of every turn for 5 turns. Pretty powerful. So then we do this, and our Rush instantly kills everything on this wave, especially with a Buster Chain. And there we go. First wave done. We got a couple cake drops, not the best, but something is something. And now we're up against a 73,000 Chimera. Now, because it is a Berserker, she can deal damage to everything. So that's why we're using Chloe to finish it off. And the good news is that we can do a little bit of this and this to give them a little bit of MP charge, which we will need against the final wave if it takes too long, unfortunately. There we go. That's a dead Chimera. And now to the final wave, which is the relatively more difficult one, depending on what you bring along. There we go. Now let's see, what do we have? A Shiro Heroic Chain, I guess it's something. Now we're going to activate all of these to get some critical stars and hopefully deal a little bit more damage. Focus on the Zhugliang in the back and go for this Heroic Chain. Unfortunately, Shiro does not deal much damage at all, which is kind of sad. Even his MP only deals around 13 to 15,000 damage. It does remove buffs, but that isn't as useful as it could be in some other fights. Now, the bad part is they can sometimes focus down Chloe a little bit, and that can kill her, unfortunately. But luckily, they don't seem to be doing that right now. So what do we do here? Obviously, we focus on getting Chloe's MP up as much as possible so she can deal more damage. And we are now ready to launch Shiro's. Time for a little bit of healing. Okay, that's not too bad. So we launch it and we help Jean charge her own. There we go. A little bit of damage. Okay, don't try that. Don't try. Excellent. Okay, so next turn we're gonna eat our Noble Phantom. Let's see if we can stun him. We did not. Let's see if we can stun him. We did. Okay, could be worse. And we might as well use this to do whatever we can, honestly. So we're going to do this and this. We are attacking the wrong one, great. That's not going to help our cause right now. But we did get an MP rate. Now, who is he going to stun with this, unfortunately? Everybody. That's unfortunate. Oh, not Chloe. Okay, that could have been worse. Let's see if we can get a Chloe chain here. We could not, unfortunately. So this is literally all we can do. And we're taking the wrong one again. Ugh. And now he does the same thing. Who will you stun? Looks like they only stunned the Jean again. Yep, that is indeed what happened. So we're going to do this. That's going to let her launch her Noble Phantasm. And we will have a Heroic Chain with it, which is good. And we might as well dodge so she doesn't die next turn. So we're going to go with that, then with that, and that for maximum damage. There we go, that's one down. Now everybody comes back. And what can we do with this? Not much, unfortunately. Only keep charging up Jean's Noble Phantasm and launch it next turn. Don't attack Chloe? They always do that. But at least you took down one before going down. Then we have Sansa Lily here, which... she's okay. Let's get some healing going, because we're going to need another Noble Phantasm before we end this. Well then, might as well help Lily get her Noble Phantasm up, if at all. And that wasn't too bad of an MP gain there. Okay, and there's nothing we can do but do this, unfortunately. Oh, great. See what I mean by this fight can be a little annoying? Now, if you replace Chloe with a single target rider like, say, Kintoki might work. Unfortunately, he doesn't gain as much MP off of his skills, so you do need to give him a more powerful craft essence, which means you do need to use a heavier craft essence in terms of points, which reduces the amount of 5-star servants you can bring along, and 5-star essence you can bring along to increase your drop rate, and then it just starts snowballing from there. So it's up to you to what to bring along. Obviously, if you brought Kintoki Rider here, this fight is a lot easier, but I'm pleased to bring Chloe along just in preparation of the final stage that will unlock on the 28th? 30th? I'm not sure, whatever it is. Based on what I read, it's what I'm going to need. Let's see, how can we end this? We can't end it quite yet, so we're going to do this. And we should have this in the bag. And we do. Who will finish it? Lily will finish it. Yes, she will. Come on, 6,000 damage. You can do this. She couldn't. How unfortunate, but oh well. So anyway, we finally finished that fight. Now let's see how much cake we were able to acquire, shall we? Decent amount of bond points. And let's see. 4 stocking seems to be what I get a standard from this fight. Let's see. 3 fruitcake drops, so that is 24. Not bad. A little bit of shortcake and a little bit of... what's this? Cheesecake. So yeah, so this is what I am personally doing right now. Once the events that drop maximum stockings for the lottery open up, we're going to switch over to that. So finishing off of buying anything that requires cake during these couple of days is definitely what I recommend you do. Now, I do know that not everybody has as many golden fruits as I do. Let's see, I have well over 100 left last time I checked. Item list, as you can see, I still have 135. And I've already used 4 of them today. Yeah, I have way too much energy to spare, so I'm going to be doing this all day. So anyway, hopefully you find this useful, and we will see you in a couple of days for the final video for this Christmas event, and show you how to maximize the amount of stocking drops. So anyway, later.